Why does your brain become the loudest exactly when you finally want it to be quiet? You turn off the lights, close your eyes, and suddenly your mind has something to say. A memory appears, a worry arrives, and one tiny thought becomes 10. You were exhausted 1 minute ago, so why does your brain suddenly feel wide awake? And why does telling yourself to stop thinking somehow make the thinking even worse? Imagine it is 2 in the morning, and tomorrow starts in just a few hours. Your body is tired, but inside your head, a completely different story has begun. You remember an awkward conversation from years ago. Then you start imagining what tomorrow might look like. Then your brain asks a question you never needed to answer tonight. What if something goes wrong? What if I made the wrong decision? What if tomorrow is not as easy as I thought? Suddenly, sleep is no longer the main thing on your mind. Now you are trying to solve problems that have not even happened yet. But here is the strange part. Your brain is not trying to destroy your sleep. It is actually doing something it believes is useful. To understand it, we have to go back to the beginning of your day. Your morning starts, and almost immediately, your brain enters work mode. Messages arrive, notifications appear, people talk, and decisions need to be made. Your attention jumps from one thing to another without getting much time to recover. You answer a message while thinking about work. You think about dinner while listening to someone speak. You scroll through your phone while remembering something you forgot. Your brain keeps moving because the outside world keeps giving it reasons to move. Then evening arrives, and the noise slowly disappears. The conversations stop, the phone becomes quiet, and the room gets darker. For the first time all day, your brain has fewer things competing for its attention. And this is when those unfinished thoughts begin to surface. The problem you ignored all afternoon suddenly feels important. The conversation you never finished suddenly feels unfinished again. The decision you postponed suddenly demands an answer. It feels like your brain is opening every tab you left running during the day. During daylight, distractions can cover those thoughts, like background noise. At night, the background noise disappears. So the thoughts that were already there suddenly sound much louder. Think about standing in a crowded room full of conversations. You can hear everything, but almost nothing clearly. Now imagine everyone leaves, and only one person keeps talking. That one voice suddenly sounds incredibly loud. Your thoughts can work in almost the same way. But there is another reason your brain keeps going at night. Your brain is built to predict what might happen next. It constantly asks, what could happen? What could go wrong? And what should I do? Most of the time, this ability protects you. You imagine tomorrow, then imagine a problem inside tomorrow. Then your brain imagines how you would handle that problem. Then it imagines what someone else might say. Suddenly, you are living inside a future that does not even exist yet. And your brain does not always care that you are lying safely in bed. If the imagined situation feels important, your body may react as if it matters right now. Your muscles can tighten, your breathing can change, and your mind becomes more alert. Now you have a tired body and an awake mind fighting each other. So you make the classic mistake. You try to force yourself to stop thinking. You tell yourself, stop thinking, stop thinking, stop thinking. But now you are thinking about thinking, which creates even more mental activity. Then you look at the clock, and suddenly you are calculating how much sleep you have left. 2 hours become 90 minutes, 90 minutes become an emergency, and sleep feels even further away. So what is the answer? The answer is not to fight every thought that appears. A thought is not a command, a prediction, or a fact. It is simply a thought. Instead of chasing it, notice it, let it exist, and allow it to move on. Before bed, you can also write down the problems your brain keeps trying to remember. Give those thoughts somewhere to go, so your brain does not need to repeat them all night. And give yourself a transition from a busy day to a quiet night. Put the phone away, lower the stimulation, slow down, and let your mind become bored. Because your brain does not need a perfectly empty room inside your head. It needs permission to stop solving everything. So the next time your brain suddenly becomes loud at night, remember the question we started with. Why does it happen when you finally want silence? Because your brain is finally getting quiet enough to hear everything you never had time to process. And sometimes, the best thing you can tell it is simply, not tonight, tomorrow.